Hey guys, it has been a minute since I've done a video, but I've been busy. 2021 has been quite the fun year, I'd say, especially compared to 2020. 2020 is kind of brutal on some of us. YouTube, I opened up my channel in 2020 so I could, I don't know, kind of escape a little bit, get out of the house, but without getting out of the house because we were all stuck inside. 2021 has been absolutely fun. I really enjoyed 2020 and 2021 in comparison. I don't know, it's just a little, it's a step up. But I do have a top 10 for my favorite things that have happened in 2021. Today is my last day off. I have to work the rest of the year, so including Christmas and stuff. But yeah, I put these not in order of like top 10 what I think would be considered top 10, but these are my top 10 of this year altogether. So each one of these things I think is pretty cool. So at the top I have quitting my job. So I was working at Proto Labs for 7 years and I just wasn't happy, and I'm not going to badmouth the company or anything like that. I really enjoyed working there. I enjoyed the people I worked with. I just didn't enjoy the management, and I didn't enjoy the supervisors, and I didn't enjoy the company. People say the company changed, and I don't think it changed at all, and I think that's most of the issue. And you got to work for something or somebody. Some people just work for money. I don't. I work for conviction, and I work for things that bring me fulfilling things. So like, if I don't feel fulfilled, it doesn't matter how much you pay me. I'm not going to work for you. Sorry. Learn TA, technical analysis and price analysis on the stock market. As boring as it may sound, it made me a grip of money, and it's a skill I think everyone should learn, because if you know a little bit of technical analysis, not only can you be a decent investor, an informed investor, but you can see what's going on in the world. There's nothing that tells what's going on in the world like the charts. I mean, if you go to your friends or your family or the news or social media to get an earful of what's going on in the world, you're going to be so far off that it's just a waste of time. Successful investing, yes. Bought a house. I mean, my wife moved out of our place that we were renting, and now we're living in Eden Prairie, and I'm pretty happy about it. A little bit cut off, aren't I? Breaking records. I broke every record that I needed, every goal. I wouldn't say a record, but they are records that I set for myself this year, especially in the market. Last year, my goal was to make $100 a day, which is just under $1,000 a week. And then I bumped it up to $1,000 a week when I was clearing $100 a day. And then it was, I want to make $5,000 in a day, and then it was I want to make $10,000 in a day, and then it was I want to make 15 grand in a day, and then I want to make 20 grand in a day, and then so forth. And my best day was $36,000. So that was like 8 Wednesdays ago. So if you guys are curious of what I've made maybe in the last like 365 days, it's just around 70 grand, which, I mean, I was only making 35 or 40 at where I was working. So not saying that it's a substantial amount of money, like life-changing or anything, but it wasn't luck. So what made me feel really safe is if I want to spend all that money, or if I want to invest in something else, I'm not worried about not making money anymore. Some people always wonder where their next meal's coming from, or how they're going to pay their next bill, and there's ways around that. You just have to like kind of devote some time and allocate a lot of time over to a certain area where you can be successful. And if you're not successful in what you're doing, then maybe it's just a sign that it's not for you, and you need to like stop being comfortable and just move on. Paid off debts. I had a lot of debts, and I had a lot of things in collection from just procrastinating, and something about being in debt that doesn't make people feel good. Like it's like sitting over your head. It's not that you're not responsible. It's not that you procrastinate. It's that like, it's just dealing with frustration and emotions and things that are everything that's linked to money. Like all the other things. That's why people like accumulate debt. It's not that they're not good with money. Some people, yeah, but I think a good majority of the people, like, times change, people change, their jobs change, and it's hard to keep up with everything, you know? And then there's the inflation, hyperinflation, and then like, it's one of those things that just is going to catch up with you if you don't start attacking it, you know? If you want to go to Starbucks every single day and get your $5 or $10 coffee, that's fine. But you add that up throughout the year, and you're like, I could have put like all this money towards some debt. It would be, you know, it's going to help your life more than that coffee is going to help you like to keep pushing through the day. Working on family. Family's always been a little bit rough patch for me, but it's one of those things where, like, you know, I'm trying to smooth things out with my pops. I'm trying to smooth things out with my mom's side. Like, for the most part, I just kind of like keep to myself. And, you know, there's a lot of people that say I'm a black sheep, but, you know, I'm a white sheep in a black flock. There's the more along the way I see it, or psychedelic sheep in a black flock. So working on family and trying to make amends is not easy at all. It is very difficult, especially for somebody like me who generally doesn't care about family, and it's hard. It's hard for people to say. It's not hard for me to say, but it's hard for people to admit or realize that family is not necessarily blood. Family is who's there for you when you need them. That is what family is. It could be a complete stranger. It could be a friend. It could be an actual family member. But to me, family is somebody that is going to stick by your side. Doesn't mean that they understand where you're coming from, or what you're doing, or why you're doing it. But when it comes down to it, they actually love you when they know who and find out who you are, as opposed to just being around you because you have things that are going to benefit them. Doing security. So I have 2 jobs now. One I work at Amazon, and the other I'm doing security. It was a 5-week long federal background check. To do security in any specific state, you have to go to their classes and their anti-terrorism, because every state operates a little bit differently. Minnesota is a 12-hour course, and it wasn't really grueling, but it seemed like every other background check for every other job that I wanted to do, I did after this background check. And all my other ones came back clean, and this one just came back it wasn't even within the last week I got the email that said I'm approved. So I will be doing security, and what that means is I get to go to concerts for free. You know, and it's rock concerts, pop concerts, rap concerts. I get to go to performances, comedians, sports venues, anywhere in Minnesota. So to me, that's really cool. I'm not a big sports fan. I used to be, but I would much rather go and get paid to watch the Vikings lose than to actually go pay to watch the Vikings lose. So it's a little bit better, in my opinion. So I get the experience, and I like to people watch, and I don't know, keeping people safe is kind of just fun, I guess. But going to venues and getting to see, going there and experiencing it when you're paying for it is a little bit different when you're there and you're kind of watching over people, and trying to keep the rowdy people and the drunks at bay. So that's fun and exciting. I learned to smoke meats. Somebody's knocking at my door, which is pretty cool. And I'm learning to play the piano. And that's basically my top 10. I spent some money on piano, and I'm either going to go to get lessons, or if I can't self-teach myself in a year, then I'll keep moving forward with it. But very excited about it. But thank you for stopping by my channel for 10 minutes and saying hi. And you guys have a really good rest of your year. Maybe I'll do another video. I don't know. But I'm going to go check my door.